the T Tauri phase of star formation. Now, after the star had been a protostar, it is now in the T Tauri phase. It has in the center 5 million degrees, but it has at the surface just 4,000. It is still not hot enough for the thermonuclear reaction with making in the inside of the pressure and all the hydrogen atoms together to form helium. It's not hot enough for that. But the gravitational contraction continues, that's all. But now the point is, it has already 4,000 degrees at the outside, so it got hotter and hotter during the protostar phase, with kinetic energy more and more pressing together through the gravitational contraction just by itself, basically. Now, in these 4,000 degrees also at the surface lead for the gases in all it to become ionized, to become ions, to become basically plasma. Now, it happens like that. Gas is normalerweise neutral. And now it happens that they are shaken apart through the heat, and my interpretation is that these atoms have in the center the protons with the same number as electrons on the shells on the outside. Now, if it gets too warm, the valence electrons, the electrons one electron at the outside, is shaken apart because it's so hot. It loses that one electron. It's just too hot and it bursts, basically. It falls apart and it loses one electron. And through that, every atom has the same amount of protons in the center as electrons and is therefore neutral. But now it has lost an electron. It has now one proton more than electrons, and it is now positively charged. It is no longer neutral. So this process is an ionization, and all these atoms, because it's 4,000 degrees hot, all these gases are suddenly no longer neutral, but electrically charged. Now, the T Tauri star, in its formation, is bigger than the Sun, and it's also rotating faster. And all these electrically charged particles, or gases, are now rotating, and a rotating electrically charged thing is an electrical current, basically. The thing is basically an electric current, and every electric current has a magnetic field. And this magnetic field now goes through the space. Around it, it has also a global magnetic field. It goes then also around the space through the protoplanetary disk and sucks out all the gases with its magnetic field. And at that point where they hit then the T Tauri star, there's no violent reaction. And that is one of the hallmarks of a T Tauri star phase of a star. And they're also bursting out of flares out of these T Tauris. That's also happening. And that is according to Mark A. Garlick's Cosmic Manigalee book on the page 37.